Hi there, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Project Camper, welcome back to living the van life. This is a long awaited video that I haven't done in well over 3 years. A proper tour of my ultimate, off-grid, fully functioning Sprinter van. So let's have a quick look. So come on in and have a look. Welcome to the lounge. Now, the sofa that I'm sitting on, I've made 4 attempts. The first one, it was great, it did a job, but over the years of living full-time in the van, I wanted to get a lounge. So now, I can sit here, like that. I can watch a tablet, I can watch my MacBook, and I've shown you in a little bit that I've converted a 240 volt TV to run 12 volts. So, welcome to the living area. Right, well, welcome to the 50% of the heart of the van. This is for all the interior, and as I'll show you later in the video, I'll show you what's in the back. Okay, so first of all, we have pretty much one of the best small power banks out at the moment. This is an Anker Solex. This is 300 amp hours. It's got loads of brilliant functions on it. It's got a light that lifts up that you can, turn into a light. You've got 3 USB, and these are PD ports. Absolutely great. A car socket, an XT60 connector, another USB-C, and 2 normal USB-Cs, and a little display. Long press. There we go. And this is fully functional, and pretty much everything you can do here, you can do on your phone via the app. Absolutely brilliant bit of kit. I've only just got it so you can see the new screen protector on it. So I've got various USB sockets, USB-C, and I've got an Alexa, and also I've got a tablet here that I can do stuff on as well, watch TV and stuff. Above that, I then have my backup KUMA Wi-Fi, which was kindly given to me by KUMA. And then above that, I have several Blink 2 mini cameras dotted around the van. So here, this is all from a boat. This is boat derived stuff. So there's no fuses, just breakers. This is absolutely bulletproof. Above that, I've got a quick disconnect from Blue Sea, I think it is. Anyway, moving on. This is the Victron BMV 712. That connects to the servo unit at the back. I then have the obligatory air freshener, carbon monoxide, and smoke detector. Picture of my best mate Teddy. Also tucked in here is a remote control, which controls the lights in the bedroom. And I've got another remote in the bedroom, so I can turn the lights off in there. Weather station and my main internet. There I also have a switch bot which does various functions, and more about that in a second. Then I have my Chinese diesel heater and a USB socket, which is for a cable so I can charge my phone up and charge my laptop up. Underneath there is the Chinese diesel heater. One vent there and one vent down there. That's where I keep my clothes, socks and pants and stuff like that, work clothes in there. Above, I've got storage for my RAB gear, Bluetooth radio, and some more lights. So if I want to turn my lights on, there's a strip underneath here. So all I say is, Alexa, lights on.
Okay.
And you can see lights come on. And also if it gets too hot in here, I do have a Maxxair fan, and that's voice activated. So I can just say, Alexa, fan on.
Okay.
Job done. Alexa, fan off.
Okay.
Also, I've made my Chinese diesel heater also voice controlled. Okay, so we have a fully functioning shower. Hot and cold. With a touch sensitive light, well, motion sensitive light. Tiled. This thing is bulletproof. It really is. Absolutely love that shower. I'm going to have a shower later. Towel and a poo bucket, which I don't use actually, to be fair, but that's got like my wee bottle in it, and I basically just put my dirty washing in there, so, and just take it to get cleaned. So, look at that. Absolutely love that shower. First thing when I wanted a Sprinter, I was going to have a shower in it, so just turn it off. Okay, this is the kitchen area. This is all 12 volt stuff. So 12 volt fridge freezer from Marine Shoreline DC, and a induction hob, and as you've seen, the inverter, or I'll show you the inverter. So there's the inverter switch for the Victron. So just power that up, and then all this stuff comes on. So this is an oven and a air fryer built in one. This was only 50 quid. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely really, really good. I love this. It's probably about the best thing that I've bought from Amazon. So there you go. Blah, blah, blah. Once again, the induction hob, that's off at the moment, and that will just power off when I turn the switch off. 240 volt kettle, hot and cold running water, and some bits and pieces there. Knife rack for most of my, knife and fork and stuff like that, and then a tea and coffee rack, and then toilet tissue paper and a mirror. Oh yeah. Right, first of all, the first one of the screens. So I have 3 screens connected to my Victron servo unit. Alexa, lights off.
Okay.
Thank you. So this is the heart of the system, and this is a touch 70 screen. So I can look at my water tank, and then on my environment, which is basically all the temperature sensors, and these are all RUVI tags. So I've got one for the garage, one for the hot water, one for the outside temperature, one for the van temperature. Also, I have one which is not on there because I think it's got a notification for a flat battery. Anyway, so let's move into the bedroom. This is my double bed with memory foam mattress, and I have purchased today some new bedding. Okay, so here is my second screen. Now this an Android based, and you can make these into a workstation. So I might do a video on that because it has exactly the same functionality as everything else. Exactly the same. All the settings, tank, inverter, solar. So at the moment we're not greening in much, 285 watts, but we are at 96%. Okay, so moving around. This is my TV, and oh, camera's going down. So this TV now runs 12 volts, and on there I have a Amazon Fire Stick, and that's connected to a Bluetooth speaker from Tesco that was supposed to be running on 19 volts, but it runs happily on 12 volts. Hunky dory. So just turn that on, and then it'll connect straight away to the TV. There you go. Okay, so I have an external camera. This is another CCTV camera. This is a standalone and I use that for night time because it's night vision. And as I explained earlier, I have another camera up there, which is the Blink Mini 2. And I like the Blink Mini 2s because they got like a spotlight on them. And that's all connected to the TV and also to my phone. Up here, I have storage units, so for clothes and stuff like that. And this is all handmade. So in the corner here, I've got another remote control from which I've just dropped. For the diesel heater, so I can turn it off. And another remote control, so I can turn the lights on and off. So yeah, there's 2 remote controls there. And then obviously my remote controls for the TV and the fire stick sitting there, and just there is another Rivi tag and a lovely window which I have a blind for. Perfect. It's a bit too dark now, isn't it? Also I have an Xbox, various Blu-rays and some camera gear. And the best game ever, Crash Bandicoot. So this system here is the heart of the van, really. Well, 50% heart of the van, to be fair. Right, let's move to the cab. Not much going on there, it's pretty standard. But I have uprated the steering wheel to an A-class Mercedes-Benz steering wheel. In the corner there is my GPS speedo, which gladly is perfectly matched to the original Mercedes-Benz. And I'll tell you the reason why, it's because I've got bigger tyres on it. I have a full-time camera that's on the back. And basically I use that as my reversing camera and just like as an interior mirror. Standard stereo system, but that also has, if you have a look on there, they have a CDC button. And I've put a Bluetooth adapter in there, which I can put my phone in that little holder. Just underneath is the aux beam controller, and you can see I've got various lights and stuff like that. Also, the white one, that is for the power bank that I can turn on and off, but there's no sticker available for that. Single seat conversion here, and I've done this really on the cheap. That swivels round as well. That is a base unit from France, and it was 30 quid posted because it's a left-hand drive. It's a left-hand drive base. In this country, they're between, I don't know, 50 and 100 quid, aren't they? And the seat, hence the reason I've got seat covers on, because of my job. And also, this is a forward focus seat with the pocket in the back. So that's the interior. The cab, thick Dunelm curtains for blackout blinds. Still need to finish that bit of trim there. My nice big sofa with storage underneath. My teddy pillow, tablet, storage, all power cables, emergency bulbs, gloves, clothes. Here we have storage for tinned goods and dry goods. And then in this little cabinet here, I've got my wash bag and an emergency jet boil. Obviously the sink. And then down here, I've just got like goods, sauces, and then pastas, breakfast cereal, more cereal, cooking, and then an emergency little stove, and crisps and stuff. First aid kit behind there, and then there's just like bags and stuff like that in there. Right, so let's go outside. Right, I hope you can hear me because I am in a car park. Right, if you see my recent video, fit a snorkel. This thing is absolutely brilliant. I'll leave a link in the description because it was like 57 quid from AliExpress. Above there, I have a blink camera there and a row of aux beam lights, which are given to me by aux beam. I have some cube lights. They are also connected to the aux beam. And I have some massive big 9-inch lights on the front. So there, that is the front of the van. Right, I'll just show you the solar panel. So this is my folding solar panel, and that's my little micro. This is 400 watts. Absolutely amazing, that is. Just put it out and it tops up. And I'll show you where it connects to in a little bit. Standard lights with, I've got the LED lights, which are also given to me by aux beam. And I've got some massive big chunky tyres, which are the general grabbers. Now, I didn't go for the other brand, what they call BF Goodrich, because why would you? These are better, I think, in my opinion. So these are 16-inch, and I've gone up one profile size. So on the floor here, you can see the cable, which is to the solar panel. Windows, wrapped to paint, because at the moment this is lovely and hot. So now it's heating up the insulation, because at night time it does get pretty cold. More general grabbers. The front has got a 5-ton front spring on it, and the back I've just basically used what Mercedes used to use, blocks. Now if you are a regular of the channel and you subscribe for many years, you'll notice that, or you'll see that it used to have airbags on the back of here, and they split the chassis, which was not great. I don't recommend them. Mercedes-Benz don't recommend them. It's just a bad idea. The way they work is basically like if you put a piece of wood over your knee and snap it. That's what it does to the chassis, even with strengthening plates. Anyway, I expect people will disagree, but if you can see from my videos that yeah, my chassis split. So there you go. Inlet, just in case I do need to charge up. Coming around the back, cameras, camera, more cameras, and lights in the corner there. Ladder, trasheroo. So let's go up the ladder. Right, you can see at the front the lights, Maxxair fan, all the glands, 410 watt solar panel from Canadian Voltaics, and my baffle boards in case I get stuck, because I have got stuck a few times. And then I've got another box up here which is on magnets, which is not going to go anywhere. I've put Unistrut on because you can see there's plenty of real estate up here. I don't need them any more solar, and I can walk down the side here. So that's the roof. And a massive tow bar. Right, let's show you inside. Right, we are in the back. So I shall show you around. First of all, just down here I have my 100 litre water tank. That is plumbed into the van. I've got my bike, then I've got some shelves, got my emergency ramps, levelling ramps there, a box of Victron stuff down there, and some pipe connectors there. And then I've got my emergency tyre plug from ARB. Up there I've got some camping stuff, and I've got a emergency Nico Boost jump starter. Milwaukee Hoover, which is absolutely amazing. That's battery powered. That's on the 18 volt system. Milwaukee tools, and then I've got my pack outs which I would have liked to have Milwaukee stuff, but one of these is like 90 quid. Anyway, so you can just see at the top there's my shower points and some cables running across there. So in the corner there, I have a servo unit, and I have the interior and the exterior blink camera system. Now if you have a look, get the camera closer, you can see that every port on that servo unit is used, and I've had to use a 4-port USB hub so I can have all of my Victron stuff all plugged in with VE direct. Above them I have the first GX 50 amp DC to DC charger and the second 50 amp DC to DC XS charger, and they are both connected to the bus bar. Moving along, I have my first MPPT 150 charger. That's also Victron. Everything in here is Victron. This is for the roof. This second one is for a folding ground solar panel, which I'll show you that in a bit. And then I have my Lynx distributors. Number 1, number 2. Now, if you notice, I don't actually have the BMS. I've got these lights to work with a hack. I'll put the link in the video in the corner there somewhere. Anyway, so we then have the relay for the rear lights, and then a fuse box for the peripherals in here. And then I've got 2 breakers, the aux beam which does all the lights, the hot water when I'm driving. I have a Victron shunt, and then I have my Milwaukee 12-volt charger, which is just up there. I then have a Phoenix inverter, and you can see all of the parameters on the screen there. Moving down, I have a All Powers R2500, and that's my emergency backup, and that's always fully charged. And the reason why it's always fully charged, because of these units here. So I have 2 IP22 chargers, and then I have an Orion DC to DC converter, and that goes into an XE60 connector into this, which is also connected to the aux beam, so I can turn that on and off whilst driving. So it is pretty tidy in here, and as you can see, still got loads of space. That took me months to do that, because if you've been watching, then you'll see the mess that it was in once upon a time. While I'm here, I want to say a massive shout out to 12-volt Planet. Without this van and their generosity would not have been possible. So I want to say a massive thank you to 12-volt Planet, because they are a fantastic company, brilliant website, next day delivery, and you can get all this Victron stuff. So I'll leave the link in the description. So once again, a massive thank you to 12-volt Planet for all of this. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed the little van tour. It is the V6 model, and it's got alls of power, and it still does 30 miles per gallon because of a special map and map match injectors. Right, so why do I live in a van? Well, being a kid, I grew up on a farm, and I was always outdoors. I absolutely loved the outdoors. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I love waking up with the sunshine, the sun beaming through the window. I couldn't wait to be outside. I really couldn't. I used to like go on my motorbike, chase the cows around the field, go fishing, stuff like that. Loved it. I love being outside. And unfortunately, we're all told to like get a good job, buy a house, settle down, have kids. Now, I did do that, and I was happy for a very long time. But it started eating away at me that I'm not outdoors enough. I take the kids with me, they don't want to go, or sometimes they do want to go on holidays. And my first experience of being outside really was when I passed my driving test, and my boss used to give me cars that weren't quite good enough to not sell, but you know, they were part exchanges, and I'd use them until the tax ran out or the fuel ran out, and then just take them back and get another one. We used to go camping quite a lot, and I'll never forget that we were in Dorset, a load of us. We were having a great time. But when you're in a tent, it's just like, I don't like tents anymore. I have tried going back to tent on motorbike trips and stuff like that abroad, and it's great, but once that sun comes up, it's like an oven. Anyway, this particular day we went camping. I think I was about 17, 18 at the time, and yeah, I just saw this bloke in his caravan standing in the doorway with a bacon sandwich, immaculate hair and a cup of tea, you know, like that. I was like, oh, and here's me. I've got condensation everywhere in my tent and got wet socks. So I thought, you know what? Let's get a caravan. So I inevitably bought a caravan, just a 2-berth, and really liked it. But I didn't want to be lugging a caravan around. You know, it's the old stigma, isn't it? Stuck at like 50, 60 miles per hour and holding people up, and people just want to get in front of you, and then you end up getting cut up. Or if you have a puncture or a blowout, it's catastrophic. Touch wood, never had that. But, you know, you only have to see the pictures and like the, you know, the videos. So I wanted to get into vans. And first of all, I bought a £200 Peugeot Boxster. Allegedly, it had a head gasket problem. Just turned out to be that they put a new radiator on it and didn't bleed it so well. And I had that for months and months. Went to Tesco's, bought some Stack and Stores, went to Wickes, bought some CLS and some more, you know, some wood. I got an old chest of drawers, chucked that in the van, put some little latches on it, and I was away. There was no electrics in it apart from some torches and some fairy lights with batteries that, you know, like Christmas stuff. And it was just amazing, absolutely amazing. Fast forward, I built the Transit and various other vans, VW Transporters, to name a few. I've had loads of stuff, loads of vans, but ultimately I wanted a Sprinter. I bought a Sprinter and then had to sell it because I wanted something bigger, so me and the family could go away, and we were going to go to Nordcap. So I bought a 12-ton lorry. 3 years after, bought that, fully converted. I had to sell it. So anyway, back to the Sprinter. And I've had this Sprinter now a little under 4 years. And it's taken me 4 years of constant graft here and there, buying stuff, making mistakes, and then improving it. And then basically this was just a weekend getaway. But now, unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond our control, I now find myself living in the van full time. Now, to be fair, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. The worst thing is that me and my ex-partner, we split up really, really amicably. We still got like a house on fire, and we are still very much amazing friends. You know, I couldn't ask for any better. But unfortunately, things have happened in our family and we've gone our separate ways. I still live at the house, the kids are still okay, but I now live in the van. So I spend my time with the kids as much as possible, taking Teddy out for a walk and basically living the van life. I haven't been or seen any upsides or downsides, apart from, yeah, someone did reverse into the van. I did have a gearbox issue and I did have a turbo issue. They were easy fixes, to be fair, because it was the V6. I think it's like, to do the turbo on this was like a 10-hour job, and I did it myself, no problem. The reason why it took 10 hours is because I have major OCD, so I had to buy brand spanking new nuts and bolts and proper Mercedes gaskets, proper Mercedes nuts and bolts, and put it together properly. And then whilst in Scotland, unfortunately, the gear selector mechanism that goes over the gearbox broke. I didn't realise at the time, but luckily, because the V6 has got loads of power, you could miss gears and stuff like that. But it wasn't a great time. But anyway, so there you go. This is me, Sean from Project Camper, living in a Mercedes-Benz long wheelbase Sprinter van. So if you've liked this video, I do have a massive back catalogue of well over 200 videos. There's some technical videos, there's some videos of me just going out places, especially in Scotland. Fantastic place. I only go there in the winter. So anyway, if you like this content and you've got this far, it'd be great to see you again in the next video. Consider liking, subscribing, give me the thumbs up, and if you like it, share it with your friends. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Truck that